As you called out there, Georgia, the Poppy gone, no Poppy Chachi. All that time and effort spent talking about the graphics just to solidify the fact that we're probably not going to see it this series, most likely, especially once we get deeper into Fearless too, right?
Yes, I want a LeBlanc.
We want LeBlanc. I'm not sure.
I'm a LeBlanc main man. I want that champ so bad.
You don't play the game?
Occasionally. I'm getting a bit too old now.
The hands aren't there. Okay, I think bot lane is going to be heavily contested this series, and that is, you know, we've got the two bans and a lock-in for crowning. The MVP of the NLC gets one of the biggest hands check champion in the game right here to start things off.
And I wonder if Matt is going to go with something like a Varus to kind of sort of establish a little bit more push in that lane. I talked to Matt a little bit. He told me his two favorite champions are Ezreal and Varus. One was taken away by Crowny. Last time I saw Crowny on that Varus, he absolutely dominated that bot lane together with Reckless. I mean, they were playing for 2v2s under enemy tower the entire time.
Can I just say, though, when was the last time you picked any champion and didn't dominate in the 2v2? Crowny and Reckless are just unstoppable. Oh, yeah, boy. Skarner's open, by the way, chaps. Skarner's open.
We totally missed Skarner and Kazante being open, actually.
Yeah. Okay, right, okay. This is going really quick right here. So we got the Skarner locked in, responded by Value's Ivan. And is that locked in with the Cho'Gath as well? It is. Yeah. That's a lock in there. So we got BAUS on his Cho'Gath, most likely in the top side of the map right there. Wow, yeah. I talked about power picks. I wasn't expecting to see Skarner open still. And what we're going to round this one off with is hovering one of these engaged supports for treats, which I think is a good idea because that's been his wheelhouse, and that's the lock-in for Leona.
Depending on the build that the Varus goes to as well, you need to start thinking of Serpent's Fang uses right here. Ivan's shields are so obnoxious to deal with, so you definitely want to have that built into the Varus somehow. I'm expecting that Mati here is going to go more for the on-hit Varus to try and deal with tanks, trying to deal with shields, and the Ezreal on the other hand. Now, of course, we have mid lanes, and I feel like this is not necessarily a sore spot for NORD, but Nemesis has been so damn dominant in that mid lane that you need to choose your fighter very carefully.
It's interesting. It's interesting. I agree with you because I feel like No Way at times has been NORD's weak link. I would say definitely not yesterday, though. He stepped up massively there. But also Nemesis has played more of a supportive role, honestly, for Los Ratones, a more functioning role for the team. You know, he's kind of the glue that holds them together, and a lot of that is replicated in his champion pool. Obviously, the Galio being the most obvious example of what we've seen him play that quite a lot.
Well, we've seen double support bans coming out from the side of NORD. Finally, with that Syndra getting taken away from No Way and Chachi having his Gnar removed. On the other side, looks like NORD are now thinking about what they're going to be looking at. I do think for Los Ratones, you've got something like a Rakan angle here as well.
I think this is going to be most likely like a Janna or a Karma coming in through with the Ezreal. You've got so many shields here. They've already locked in support, which is a melee support, or Yuumi. Like that works as well. Any sort of enchanter into Janna, but you don't care because right here for the set of Los Ratones, you're playing Peel anyway. You're playing far away. You know that NORD is going to be engaging onto you, especially they're declaring this with things like the Skarner and the Camille being locked in for Chachi.
It gives you a bit of turnaround. It also gives you potential kind of dive angles as well. Still being hovered though. Where is it?
Yeah, it's hovered. It's hovered.
Okay, now it's locked in. It's very hard for us to see with the lights.
Okay, well now we need to decide who's going where.
Okay, this is Nemesis.
Is that Nemesis mid?
On Ivan, yeah.
Nemesis Ivan mid. Okay, G, you're gonna have to talk us through that one, girl.
I don't know, bro. Ask less.
No, it's got to be. Surely.
It could be Cho'Gath as well, mid.
Ain't no way.
I'll tell you for sure, Ezreal's going bot lane.
What did I say?
Chat's jealous of... No, it's right. Love that. Yeah, I agree with that one, definitely. Delete Yuumi. All right, Reckless is on his Rakan. Good, there's your engager you're asking for, Jake. Like but it's also a bit of like...
Counter-engage, disengage.
Yeah, he's a jack of all trades, is Rakan. That's why it's quite heavy prioritized as well. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of eggs in the Crowny basket, and you know, Crowny's all right. It's not like it was an MVP of the split or anything like that. So,
Victor.
That's the strap.
Victor, the final lock in there for No Way. I think this might just be the Cho'Gath mid.
Okay.
VOLIBEAR top lane. Nottingham, here we are, grand finals. Los Ratones versus NORD. Seeing a cluster of the Los Ratones members to head towards that bot side, maybe looking for an early pick, and Matty is somewhat isolated. See if he falls for it.
Yeah, he's playing it safe, but they are going to hug that wall out of vision. Matty might just fall foul for this one. He does spot him out. Can the Rupture hit him?
There's the flash into the flash from Maddie. Just a breakaway. Not falling victim for that, but an early flash gives an early potential for maybe some more shenanigans.
That is so worth it. Matty and Treats have priority down bot lane. Leona is so good into Rakan. Varus has so much wave clear. They want to be pressuring that lane. Having Crowny and Reckless playing under tower.
No.
That level 1.
Matty!
Oh! What just happened?
Matty!
Okay. Right. Well, first blood.
Treats was
Over to Los
laughing a little bit in the
Ratones.
safety of his tower.
Look who got it, by the way. Look who got that kill.
Oh, no.
Tragedy. Absolute tragedy.
You know
We
what
get a little pip there of what happened. He felt safe.
Oh, that's why Treats was laughing, because he just went past.
Oh, dear. That's no fun right there for X-Matty. Loses his flash and his life within the span of a minute. Good start here, though, for Los Ratones and their game plan of playing around Crowny. Off to a good start.
Yeah, it's gonna definitely be a rough early here for NORD on the bottom side of the map. On the other side, though, I'm interested how this Chachi versus BAUS matchup is going to be going. Right now, it looks like Chachi's kind of got control of the lane, is trying to shove in somewhat. He also has his jungler around him, so he does feel comfortable to be playing up. Santorin will be clearing downwards, though, so an opportunity could present itself to try and fix X-Matty's issues. BAUS and Chachi going toe-to-toe here. Level 2 for Chachi, though. BAUS not under any real threat right now.
Now, usually how VOLIBEAR wants to trade you is he'll stun you on the shield and the damage. So he'll put down the damage, get that shield, out-trade you with the Q because you're stunned in. However, Camille can buffer the hook shot to get out of that damage trade, and then she has a lot of true damage herself. VOLIBEAR is like one of the best champions when you're playing in a 1v1 environment because all of his kit is surrounded to play around 1 versus 1.
Yeah.
He's got stuns, movement speed, shielding, healing, and a lot of basic damage in his abilities. Camille eats those kind of champions later on as bread and butter.
Yeah, well, you can see, like, there's a pressy attack top as well. Let's hold that door. Here comes Santorin. No flash and Reckless.
Yeah, Reckless is quite exposed. They find him with the instant Zenith blade for the lockdown. Maddie's free firing away. Reckless pinned against the wall. Nowhere to go. X-Maddie secures the kill. Crowny can only watch.
Wow. Great response right there from Santorin. Dumps half his bot lane quadrant. And I'm actually a bit surprised that Velia was pathing towards the top side of the map. I wasn't keeping track of the junglers in the early game, but I was expecting with the flash being down on Matty, you'd have a roaming Ivan towards that bot side of the map. He wasn't there for the response. And we said earlier on, Santorin is going to have that responsibility to try and break Velia in this game.
Oh, I hate that so much. That is so annoying. Yeah.
But now he doesn't have smite.
Yeah, he doesn't have smite, so Santorin secures this.
I mean, I don't know if that's compensation.
Honestly, I think Santorin's happy to give his blue buff up there. He really helped out sorting the issue in the bot lane. BAUS doing BAUS things.
Right.
There it is. He's already at it. I mean, he knows the Santorin's bot side as well, so he's safe. I'm not sure that would have stopped him anyway.
Oh, going again. Looking for Crowny this time. Dodges out the Zenith blade, but interrupts the grand entrance. Reckless trying to make a break for it. He has nowhere to go. Maddie misses the arrow, but one more auto attack. Santorin secures the kill. Crowny's eating a little bit more. They're not going to go for it.
And this is the second time the Santorin's ganked it, and they've interrupted Rakan's grand entrance, the W, which is his big gap closer to escape. He's been pulled out of it with the stun from Leona, and this time with the kidnap from the Skarner. So well played and executed here by NORD to find those kills.
And it's all falling into place. Santorin has a responsibility to get his team ahead. Matty loses his life, loses his flash early on. What does Santorin do? He ganks bot lane twice within 30-second timers. This is why you've got the scanner. You can go through walls, you've got a bunch of CC, even pre-6, and Rakan struggles into Leona. Ezreal doesn't necessarily have the damage early on to deal with Varus inside a wave. So that's been great trading on that bot side of the map. 4 summoners blown for the side of Los Ratones.
And looking away from bot lane, you know, Noe's happy. He's not really going to be getting much attention. It's a Cho'Gath versus Ivan ganking onto him. He's just going to get to free scale on this Victor. Chachi and BAUS, this is going to be a fairly volatile lane, and I think this could potentially decide things if bot lane continues to get ganked.
Yeah, look at that speedy Cho'Gath. We saw that take a little bit yesterday too, and it is rising in popularity. It does when he's teeny tiny.
He's trying really hard.
His little legs are doing a lot of work with their symbiotic souls. Yeah, but that's it. Ivan and Cho'Gath, the jungle and mid, with essentially what are Moby boots, or the new Moby boots, will be zooming around this map and making those plays.
Looks like Nemesis is actually coming up for a gank onto Chachi, but BAUS just lost a lot of HP.
He has Ombreka.
He does have it, and it looks like they're going to just go for this fight here. Putting the shield down, Chachi's going to just flash an R into BAUS. BAUS trying to go for the escape, but Chachi, he just threw it.
Does he get it?
He's going to go down. It's a 1-for-1.
Chachi played that so well because he put down the cage while BAUS was ulting out, which means his ult did not affect the tower. Nemesis ends up going down because that tower did not get disabled.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there. Chachi, this is not the first time we've seen him outplay dives. Very good in this situation. Speaking of dives, I don't know, dude. Velia's here. This could be tough.
This is going to be a very dicey one indeed. Maddie trying to find an opening onto Crownie. Doesn't have that level 6, but does get hit by the snare. Looks like NORD has decided that this one might be a little bit too dicey. They're going to back off. Yeah. Good call.
Just zoning them away from the wave, though. Crownie missed a bit of gold and probably some experience there as well. And you could see, like, there was a 20 CS difference between those bot laners, which is now only like 5 or so. So definitely not too bad there for NORD. But if they hadn't spotted Velia when they did, that could have been really, really ugly.
No, it's very scary every time you see a lot of tanky champions playing together with an Ivan. You're like, how do you break the shields? How do you break that tankiness, that sustain that you get later on with Moonstone, with Redemption, with shields coming through from Ivan? You've got incredible champions that can deal with that. Camille with the true damage. You've got Victor with more consistent AP. And then you've got on-hit Varus as well that can deal with high HP BAUS. Hold on.
Coming in. They find the lockdown onto BAUS. BAUS getting knocked back here. But Chachi, he's just too low. So BAUS gets the free flash over the wall. Don't really think they're going to go for more. That'd be very risky from BAUS. I mean, they know he's in the bush. Hookshots could be charged up again any moment now, but he's just wasting time. Grubs are getting done.
This is it. Every time you see BAUS get attention in his lane, you have to look at the minimap and see, okay, what are Los Trainers doing from this? Because it's one of the things that makes them so good, so effective as a squad, is they use the pressure that BAUS generates to take things on the map. This time around, it was the Grubs. There's no way.
No way.
Yeah, he's getting ganked here as well. He's in trouble.
Good little flash out, but he gets caught by the root. Daisy follows in. In comes Nemesis, and Velia secures the kill. Top lane now. BAUS under fire. Slows Chachi down. Hookshot's going to be up and available. Can they lock him in place? There's going to be the pin impale to lock him down. BAUS goes down. Santorin secures the kill. NORD fire back on the map.
That was such a good play because Santorin plays for top side. Reckless and Crownie shoving that bot lane wave gives them a free teleport back to base, a free reset, and then in that mid lane, I don't know how Velia threaded that Q through. That was insane.
That was special, yeah. That Q was crazy. I did not expect that to hit onto nowhere, and to be honest, I don't think he did as well. But either way, that is the kill in the mid side, and turning onto the Dragon now as well for Los Ratones means they're going to pick up both 3 Grubs and that first Dragon. Not a bad showing here.
No, I mean, they know it's going on because of that ward, but our observers have very nicely highlighted for us, but no one's about to contest it. NORD have got the kills of strengths, feet of wall that's secured, so it has to be for objectives, it has to be through towers for Los Ratones to lock themselves a feat of strength in this game.
I'm not gonna lie, it feels kind of bad in the early game to not trade the Dragon for usually the Void Grubs. You usually want to trade objectives in the early game, and especially since NORD are going for more of a teamfight oriented composition right here. Stacking the Dragons early on is usually what you're looking to do. You're trying to force your enemies to get out of their way to try and fight you for that soul. However, the first one is going to go over to Los Ratones.
We did see a little bit yesterday, actually. NORD were quite willing to give up a few objectives here and there early on in the game. They were actually, I think they have feat of strength like 50% of the games, but they weren't as focused on it, where we're seeing Los Ratones, they're playing for that objective.
Yeah, look at the iron build from Nemesis here, man.
Oh, my word.
Symbiotic souls into Shurelius, excuse me. That move speed, dude, it's move speed Cho'Gath. He's going to be roaming around the map like nobody's business, helping out the lanes.
There's the combo.
Here we go, we're fighting top.
BAUS throwing the ultimate down. Chachi just walks under his tower. He's fine.
Yeah, that's the combo we're talking about. You bring in the fire down for the shield, and then Chachi hookshots himself out. BAUS does not have an ultimate anymore to turn off the tower, so he needs to be very careful in terms of trading underneath that.
Chachi's about to get flash and ult.
Velia's here, though.
Velia's coming over. He needs to get away. They're going to interrupt. Long old hook shot, Velia. Summons up Daisy. I don't know if they're going to catch him here, although Nemesis is speeding in.
There it goes.
Gets the move speed, the flash out. Throws down the Hexagon ultimatum onto Nemesis. He finds himself pinned in place. Santorin's on his lonesome. Reckless in the bot side. Caught by the Q. Can they find the damage? I don't know if they can. NORD continuing to fire away as Velia goes down. It's a double kill for Santorin.
He's huge. 4-0-1 with that heart still on the Skarner. Not really the ideal member to be getting all the kills on, but at least NORD are answering what Los Ratones are doing here. And this was a pure 2v2. We might get more of it. Crowley's looking.
He's going to shift in for treats here, throwing some shots down. Reckless, trying to close the gap. There's the Zenith Blade into the Daymaker. They just take him out. Teleports coming in on both sides. Maddie firing away on a Crowley. Crowley has no mana. In comes Nemesis, but Vizichachi's here with the hook shot to lock him down. Doesn't actually make the connection. Finds the knock up with the rupture. And I think they're just going to have to cool that one off.
Okay, guys, where did we start from? Was it top lane? Was it mid lane? Like, wait.
Chachi? No, he's all right. He hasn't got a hook shot.
All right, I think we started top lane with Chachi getting died. Veli shows up, pops down the Daisy.
There you go.
There you go. So you see Nemesis. Chachi's gonna flash the Q and then try to ult the feast from Nemesis. That's not quite the case.
It's a
and then the DP comes through from nowhere to follow up a fantastic ultimate from Santorin. Meanwhile, you see the power of the Leona Varus into the Ezreal Rakan.
Yes.
He can pin them down so easily.
But credit to Treats, it's not easy to do, right? He's catching Reckless on those jumps every single time. He's doing so well. We're going to get a full little scale here, Big old fights. Chachi's coming up, but BAUS is not. Doesn't have his TP either.
I don't think he's going to be able to contest this one at all. That's just going to... I think Los Ratones just decided not to fight, knowing that BAUS can't join them. He's going to look to pressure up. That's grub denial. Only 2 grubs over to the side of NORD, but does deny them that feat of strength stack. As BAUS, he's just ignoring Chachi and trying to go onto the tower. Does get the plate, but Chachi's starting to sting a little bit. Once that Triforce comes in, that's where Camille spikes.
That's exactly it. She needs that first item before she can get things going. Of course, here from BAUS's perspective, able to just kind of do what he wants at this point.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's free food right here.
They locked him down, Hextech ultimatum. I mean, there's not much to do on this. BAUS may try and turn around onto Chachi, but with the Impale not getting away, throws out the ultimate and everything, and that was a big waste of the ult there. Chachi secures the kill.
And this is actually the way you want to gank BAUS. Look on the other side of the map. Matty and Treats had pushed out that top lane and insta-reset, which means there's no chance for a gank on the other side of the map. No Way was literally placing down some vision plane underneath his tower, so he was safe as well. So this is how you successfully actually gank BAUS. Now, I will give them, there were a couple of creeps that did die on the tower, so experience and gold was lost there.
Yeah, but man, it's so worth it. It's so worth it to bring BAUS down right there. Like, I know, it almost feels sacrilegious to say this, but not every single one of BAUS's 20 deaths per game is a great death. And that one right there it's pretty much free for NORD. They just get there, they don't have to sacrifice too much on the other side. Grub's already down, as you mentioned, Blaze pushed out and stuff, so just getting up a freebie right there for NORD. And Santorin's been at the center of all this action so far.
And I'm starting to see why NORD were willing to give up these objectives and not fight for them. Instead, look for those picks. They're pulling ahead in the gold lead. Not a massive monumental lead, but they are pulling ahead. And now, No Way getting attacked. He should just be able to walk away from this one. Not going to be able to catch him. And NORD are now going to be able to fight this dragon that spawns up in the next minute. They've wrestled control of the area, pushed in, and Los Ratones, they're down in gold by 1,000 gold here. Can they take this fight?
They're looking for this objective. No Way is just gonna walk away from this one. Dude, Nemesis is going for Dead Man's Plate. It's full move speed Cho'Gath in that mid.
This game. Calm down. Calm down. It's a replay.
Oh
We
my.
don't do live gameplay today.
I got baited.
Yeah!
Let's go.
I'm so sorry, guys. I know this first game has been an absolute menace to watch, but that actually was on us. That was Riot's fault. Velia's W wasn't working, and we didn't figure that out. So we're into game though, carrying on. Maddie's going to potentially be able to take this first tower here, and that will be the feat of strength for the side of NORD.
Here comes
coming over, but feat secured. Alto comes in as he gets the ult down onto BAUS. I don't know if Maddie's got this in him. Gets an instant cleanse off, breaks away from the shield. Maddie's still free firing away here. BAUS takes him down.
Listen, there ain't no AD carry getting away on a 1v1 versus a VOLIBEAR, and that's a fact. Los Ratones are going to reply with a kill and a top lane tower of themselves. However, as you mentioned, feats of strength going over to NORD, and I'm just going to say they're going to need that movement speed with this Cho'Gath build.
Yes, they absolutely are. They took that extra dragon mode, did NORD. They got the Mountain Drake on that one.
No Way. May have BAUS here. BAUS just throws down the ultimate and runs away.
BAUS does the solo bowling, he does not get solo bowling. Let's just get that straight, okay? He's chilling. He's going to ult out of that one, off on his little rampage.
He's shilling.
He's shilling, yes, he's shilling. Sorry, my bad. Got to translate that one. It's all good here. We might get engaged from Santorin.
Brownie's locked in place there. The impale to dodge, pin him in for the down. Hextech ultimatum. Brownie's locked. Can they find the kill? Shielding's too big. In comes Maddie though. Daisy's been a menace for NORD. Crowley survives.
You can't kill anyone with Ivan around if you don't have a source of damage. No way was down in the bot lane pushing that wave. Matty was occupied with grey screen for a little while. He had to walk all the way from base, and they tried to kill that Ezreal through shields and heals. Now that redemption has been completed for Ivan as well, it's just impossible.
That was, yeah, that might just be a sign of things to come, by the way. All those shields and heals. As Vizichasti fancies this, he's got the backup from Santorin.
No Hextech ultimatum, but in comes the Scorpion. BAUS goes for the flash, gets the slow down for the Sky Splitter. But meanwhile, Los Ratones will reap the reward. BAUS survives. The Herald shall not. Even Treats is in the area. That is a real fumble from NORD.
Why are we doing this again? He keeps doing it. He has the global taunt, but you're losing the top side of the map. It's not worth it. You can't do that. You don't have your ults available either to actually kill him, to stop him from running away from you. Look at his build, dude. He's got Cosmic Drive. He's got Swifties. You're not catching him unless you've got some hard lockdown.
NORD were having a little fish for Crowley, but Melody said to make sure he's A-okay. Even throws out the true shot just to trim the wave a little bit.
I feel like NORD have lost the rhythm a little bit after what happened in that game.
Yes,
They're like,
Georgia.
oh my god, that Ezreal cannot die with all the heals and shields.
Oh, hello.
And I feel like they have sort of abandoned the waves, see how far in no waves pressure from it. Oh, hold up.
Chachi, they got the quickness coming down, the flash is there, teleports are making their way over, but Chachi's not going to survive in time. This Victor will be left isolated as another teleport's coming in. Nemesis has made his way forward. No way, he's put down the Chaos Storm, he's locked them in place. Not going to do enough damage to kill Nemesis, and Los Ratones just picked up 2 for free.
And NORD aren't getting anything on the map for this at all. But we're going to continue the fight.
There's going to be the impale into the Rupture. X-Maddie's going to free fire away on a BAUS. BAUS goes down. Rupture not going to hit the mark. NORD, they just sent everybody bot lane for a singular kill.
Who cares? Crown is farming that mid lane. Top lane is not pushed out yet because nowhere had to TP down that bot lane. I feel like NORD got a little dizzy after that skirmish over in the mid lane. I feel like they need to slow down. Go back to what worked for you. Gank BAUS when the rest of your other sides are resetting from the map. They've pushed out their waves. You've got nothing to lose. There's no neutral objectives. I feel like the early game was great, but this is what we talked about Los Ratones. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
That's actually that. We had the great start from NORD, and it's just all falling apart. And they had a playbook, they had a plan, and they've just seemed to forgot it in the last like 2 minutes. Now they're playing right into Los Ratones' strengths. They're trying to attack BAUS directly. It never works. You've got to find your angles, and they just cannot find it.
But they have the ability to pull this back. The gold lead is still even. They're very, very close to one another. There is a world in which NORD can bring this back. Daisy getting summoned. Looks like the solar flare went a little bit wide. Crown is going to shift away. Chachi trying to find Nemesis on that backside. Pins him in place with the Hextech ultimatum. Maddie gets caught by the Rupture. The flash is out. Her heart still go off, and the only thing NORD kill is Daisy. Dragon, though, coming up in 12 seconds. Ultimate burnt quite a lot across the board.
But they have no teleports to go stop BAUS over on the top side of the map. BAUS does have his available if the fight breaks out around Dragon, and there's also the Herald that can push in favor of Los Ratones. So someone has to go stop BAUS, someone has to stop the Herald. Now Los Ratones get free reign onto the bot side.
Yeah, Chachi's teleport will be coming up fairly soon, but BAUS has already made the move over. He has himself that ultimate to jump in and turn the tower off and make a dive potential here. Wave gets cleared away. Maddie, you're not going to get hit by that Sky Splitter. Now Chachi, with that teleport, needs to join up with his team as soon as possible. He's just shoving out that wave for the moment. In they jump immediately. Treats goes onto the backline. Chains of Corruption go through. Nemesis is taken down. Chachi joining up into the fight next. Santorin turns his attention towards one, but Crowley's able to shift away from his jaws. Santorin with the Impale now burnt. Not going to find that opening, not going to find that opportunity. NORD, I think they've done what they needed to do.
They're turning away from mid lane. They're going to take that tower, and Los RATONES just be licking their wounds here. A good little return fight from NORD. Started off a little bit hairy, but maybe BAUS is... Yeah, he's playing with fire here, but you know, he always does that. He's safe, he's cool. And finally, I feel like NORD catching their breath a little bit here. It was starting to get away from them, but a good fight.
Here's the thing, if NORD find isolated targets, they can take them down. Ivan cannot keep everyone safe with shields and heals. It's always one at a time. So they isolated Nemesis, they found him all alone, there were no summoners on that Cho'Gath, and they instantly took him down. That's why I was like, why is no panicking here? They couldn't kill the Ezreal because Victor was not around. VODS was not around. These are your two main damage dealers. Just wait for them to join the fight. You're playing a very front-to-back sort of composition. Let Chachi do his thing. Deal with the front line if you're not.
So next up is Atakan. That's the next major objective. And taking a look at ultimates and summoner spells, they're all up for NORD. That's going to be crowning, immediately cleansing. The Chains of Corruption are onto Reckless, and he is cooked. Down he goes.
That combo from Treats was so clever. He pins Rakan and then ults Ezreal because he was afraid that Reckless was going to directly E onto that Ezreal and then bail out. Very, very clever play right there from Treats.
Chachi's getting himself in a fight. BAUS is absolutely clapping him here. Hextech ultimatum answered out, but I think BAUS just might have the solo bolo. Can he do it? There it is! BAUS! Solo kill!
VOLIBEAR just doing VOLIBEAR things, and he's going to pick up a whole heap of damage onto this turret as well. Has to be careful of the collapse, but if this happens, what about Atakan in the top side? Los RATONES pride themselves on their cross-map plays while BAUS is getting attention to himself. It looks like we're just going to be chilling for now, but a solo bolo against that Camille, certainly something that's going to be benefiting Los RATONES here.
I just feel like right here you need to put No Way down that bot lane. He does have his teleport available. I feel like he can stay safe underneath the tower and push out the waves that come his way. But you really need to have side lane pressure with someone. No Way has been someone who's been criticized for his side lane pressure, overextending, dying. However, he has been a completely different game. He's been extremely respectful, pushing out these waves. You need to keep that pressure up on map if you're NORD.
Yeah, absolutely. And No Way is starting to scale. He's got the needlessly large rod. He's got double burn items. Like you said, gone down to the bot lane with that teleport available. Now, honestly, for NORD, that pick that they got onto Reckless was kind of just free gold. They didn't really burn any ultimates, any summoner spells for that. So they've got everything up now for this next fight, for this next objective, which again, we expect to be the Atakan. No one's really posturing towards it right now. It looks like more... It's just playing for the lanes, playing for the gold. I do worry BAUS could solo kill No Way.
It's a good lane assignment from a summoner spell teleport perspective, but holy moly, Victor does not want to be anywhere near a VOLIBEAR. That is kind of scary.
Who would you put there?
Yeah, no, but that's
you need the Skarner to be around the objective.
Yeah, but that's what makes Los RATONES so hard to play against. It's a rock and a hard place, right? If you put people towards him, then you're losing out as well. It's a tough situation. Right now, we're getting a little bit of a lull here in the game as Crown just keeps on farming up, keeps getting his items, because in these 5v5s, in these fights and skirmishes, he's still going to be the guy. He's still the main source of damage.
Very importantly, we're talking about damage. Moonstone completed for Velia. He's going to be popping up some really big shields and heals with 2 items completed. Redemption as well. Chachi's ultimate is pretty much the range of a redemption as well, so you can get extra protection right there. Very importantly as well, Rage Blade completed for Xmati. Blade of the Ruin King plus Rage Blade. This virus is starting to ramp up slowly but surely, and we haven't necessarily mentioned any gold leads. You're very happy that your virus right now is about 1,000 gold up on Ezreal.
Yeah, well, might have to get me using that gold right now. Xmati's already thrown the chains out. Reckless pinned in place by the Impale as well. Able to jump away to safety. Teleport coming in though, and that's going to be No Way making his way forward. BAUS has jumped onto Xmati. He's down! BAUS found the opening. Down goes the second on the side of NORD, and it is crumbled so fast. No Way isolated from his team. Bloscones away, but there is not a world he survives this one. Nemesis kills him with a rupture. Los RATONES That gold lead is gone.
They're just so tanky and they have so much access to the backline with the Rakan plus the Volibear. BAUS, the second Xmati pulled back, they pulled up a fantastic flank. Xmati thought he was safe, another two people popped up behind him.
And this is one of the symptoms of having all your gold on a Skarner. You don't quite have the damage to get through the shields, the healing, the second round of shields, the third round of shields. Take a look at it here as well. Santorin is only able to grab Reckless, who almost instantly, once he gets out, flashes away to safety. So a lot of this engage, a lot of this start of the play does not work for NORD. Plus, it's a 3 versus 5 before the TPs come in.
And the second you throw all of your CC out, Leona all chain of corruption from Varus, BAUS gets a free reign to queue into the fight. You usually see a Volibear having to force themselves to ult in to get to that backline. He just runs.
Can I just say, I love the fact that Nemesis, this is the only Cho'Gath game we're going to see here in this Village Draft, he's chosen the British skin here in the UK. Gentleman Cho'Gath. And he's getting pretty big here. Yeah, that's good.
I was about to say as well, might have to hold that though, as BAUS is looking to jump onto Maddie. Didn't realize, but there was backup in the area. Redemption's coming in. He's caught in the Hextech ultimatum, pulled out by the Impale, but BAUS is refusing to die! Valley is shielding! What a turnaround! No way did he pull that one off! In comes Nemesis, a 2-man Roger! A double kill for BAUS! Santorin, he has all the gold! BAUS gets the triple! And that is everybody down! Quadra kill for BAUS!
Quadra kill for the Messier League! That's why they call him it. 1 versus 4, gets a kill for himself! How does he keep doing it?
Rookie of the split right there on your screens. The Spirit Visage helps so much with the extra healing that came through from the Ivan. The redemption, the heals, the stuns. Incredible play and also very well read by Velia. He's like, they're gonna go for him again. And they're ready for it.
Man. NORD's cooked. I'm just going to say it, bro. I'm just going to say it.
I said I wanted to see what Los Ratones looked like from behind, and I think we just saw that. They pulled this back. It wasn't a massive lead, admittedly, but as soon as they had their foothold in this game, they just took over.
I mean, it's a good play for both. They've seen Ezreal mid, they've seen Cho'Gath bot lane, Rakan was mid lane as well, but this Volibear is so damn tanky. He's got inbuilt healing, he's got Spirit Visage to amplify that, he's got heals and shields coming through from the Ivan as well as a redemption. And then once you keep him alive, just think, I don't even think they need a Nemesis in this play.
That is so wild, dude, that he gets away with this. As soon as this play started, I was looking at the minimap. I was like, okay, BAUS will die, but what does Los Ratones get on the map? And then I look back, it's like, wow, okay, he's not dying. He's killing them. He's just insane. As soon as that happens, you dedicate 4 members, you can't kill him, that's bad enough. Losing it all yourself is catastrophe.
It's so rough for them. Now, what are NORD's windows? I mean, they're down massively in gold. They do have scaling still, but I think Los Ratones, they're so efficient at when they get ahead and when they get that lead and closing that game out, but they're not going to give the time for Xmati and Nowhere to hit those kind of 4 or 5 items to really, really take over. Holy moly. Foxy just pointed at the gold lead in the top side.
Don't look top, guys, don't look top.
Don't look top. Action's breaking out. Chachi bounces onto Crowley. They're going to keep him pinned down, but the healing's massive. Huge Impale comes down. That's the shutdown for No Way. Chachi's making a run for it, but bounces in the base. You need to save your base. The game could be over. Baron onto BAUS. He's going to look to take this inhibitor. Can NORD even close it? Looks like they're being held up by Los Ratones at their tower. Chachi is so low. They just lost an inhib for a kill on an ADC.
We've all been bamboozled. Crown is not the main character in this draft.
Nemesis just one-shot No Way. They're into the backline now off the back of this one. Trace is going to flash the wall away from this one. I think NORD, yep, you might be right. Might be a little cook for them in game 1.
It's a tough start here. We get the pick on the Crowley. You're thinking, yeah, this is cool. Great pick.
We got their main damage, guys.
Yeah, it's cool. The MVP's down. Oh, wait. No, it's not. The MVP's killing your inhib. Oh, he might be going down here, finally.
Oh, well, Reckless comes in. What a heal! Onto BAUS. He refuses to die. Nemesis on a rampage. And that is going to be the last of NORD falling. Santorin can't do enough damage. A double kill for BAUS. The inhibitor, the base. And this is going to to be game number 1 to Los Ratones. NORD sent to the drawing board for game number 2.
700 gold bounty, 10 kills under his belt, and a phone in that is BAUS for you, ladies and gentlemen.